Let me tell you an uncomfortable secret. MLM essential oil companies don't actually teach aromatherapy. They teach you how to sell the maximum amount of their products. I'm Kristen, this is Kristen Unpoisoned, and on this channel we take the poison out of everyday living. And today, we're going to do that by diving into why essential oil education is so important. Okay, so many years ago, I was in an MLM essential oil company. I was part of Young Living. And that is why I know how important essential oil education is and how important aromatherapy certification is. This video isn't about bashing people that are currently in MLM essential oil companies like Young Living or Doterra. I'm actually hoping this video reaches you, as well as people that are skeptical of essential oils because of MLM reps. I understand where both of you guys are coming from. It's hard to make friends as an adult, and I've always been into things like, traditional healing practices, so I thought it would be great to make this new friend group and help people along the way, except it wasn't great because of all of the deceit that goes on behind the scenes in MLM essential oil companies, and we were probably hurting more than helping most of the time because what they teach you in MLM essential oil companies is not safe. And that's what pushes people away from essential oils. MLM reps that are super enthusiastic and well-meaning, but terribly uneducated. Which brings us to why education and certification is so important. There are so many reasons that aromatherapy certification is essential if you're going to use essential oils. But here are my top 5 reasons. So we're going to go from the least importance up to the greatest importance. If you've been part of an MLM essential oil company, or you know somebody who has, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, there's an oil for that. That is exactly where those companies want you to be at, because MLM companies want you to have a huge collection of essential oils, because that's how they make bank. The more you buy, the richer the CEO of that company gets. And yeah, there's an oil for that because your CEO needs a 16th house. Going to school will teach you that less is more. A very small amount goes a very long way. You only need to buy what you need, and the smaller the bottle, the better. MLM companies want you to use your essential oils excessively. They actively promote using way more essential oil than is necessary for any given task. But, of course, the more oil they sell, the more money they make. But this is not the MLM reps' fault, so don't blame them. Most of them truly believe they're being taught correct information and are just innocently passing it along. School will teach you how precious, potent, and powerful each drop of essential oil is. This is a 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil. Did you know that to make a 15 milliliter bottle of rose essential oil, you need 10,000 roses? For this size bottle of lavender essential oil, you need 4 to 5 pounds of lavender flowers. And for this size bottle of peppermint, you need about 4 to 5 pounds of peppermint leaves for this little bottle. That tells you just how concentrated essential oils are. One drop goes a long way. So many things I see online from MLM essential oil reps don't actually make sense, and the recipes wouldn't actually work for what they say they will. For instance, I've seen a recipe where you just take 1 drop of lemon essential oil and rub it on the bottoms of your feet if you have achy feet. Why? Aromatherapy school, on the other hand, will teach you how to make blends effectively for yourself and for other people. You learn about essential oil chemistry, plant parts, energetics, drug interactions, proper dilution rates, and way more. And you learn to put it all together to make effective blends for whatever you're blending for and for whoever you're blending for. MLM reps are not taught aromatherapy, they're taught to sell. They don't know the science of aromatherapy, they don't know the energetics, they don't know the drug interactions, they don't know any of those things. MLM reps are salespeople, and most people don't trust salespeople. With a certification from an accredited school, people will have confidence in your abilities because they know you're coming from a place of knowledge and not from a salesy place. You'll also be able to answer questions about why you choose what you choose for everything that you make. Safety is the most important thing, y'all. You can tell who was taught by an MLM and who was taught by an accredited aromatherapy school by the advice that they give and the recipes they share. You can tell Dr. Josh Axe doesn't have any kind of essential oil aromatherapy training based on the bath recipes that he shares. Like this one. Here's his homemade healing bath salts recipe. All right, so he has how to make homemade healing bath salts. So the ingredients are Epsom salt, baking soda, and lavender oil, or your essential oil of choice. You can see here Epsom salt, baking soda, and lavender oil. There's nothing within that that's actually going to dilute the lavender oil. And since we know that oil and water do not mix, we know that you're going to have this hot, running bath water with oil just sitting on top, waiting for you to sit into it, and it's going to absorb into your most delicate bits. This is not responsible. So let's at least see the ratio he's got here. He says, simply combine and mix the Epsom salt and baking soda in a closed container, and preferably a glass container. Then when it's time to take a bath, add a cup of the bath salts mixture and place 40 or so drops of lavender into hot bath water. Okay, that is an excessive amount of essential oils. There's clearly no essential oil training, no aromatherapy certification at all from whoever made this recipe. And it's kind of a shame because Dr. Axe is a great resource for other things, but don't trust what he says when it comes to essential oil usage, because clearly from this, he has not had any training. Please don't put essential oils in your bath water undiluted. You don't even need essential oils in your bath. Just have a diffuser going. It's just, get certification, please, before you start giving out information like this that could really hurt somebody. You're asking for a rash. You're asking for blisters. You're asking for all kinds of horrible things to happen. I can't even with how bad that advice is. With the knowledge gained from certification, you won't be giving people advice like that. You will know safe use practices for children, for adults, for older people, for people with certain conditions. You'll know proper dilution rates. With aromatherapy certification, you're going to know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it, and you won't get burned in a bath. Just saying. A lot of people that are in MLM essential oil companies think that they're getting educated by their company. And again, we've been over that they're being taught how to sell. I found 2 of the little pamphlets that we used to give out and were given to us when we were new in Young Living. And I just want to take a peek inside these and probably cringe. All right, let's look. So I'm gonna look at the essential oil starter guide here. I'm just gonna skim through these, look at a few points, and we're gonna see, again, why you really need aromatherapy certification. Okay, dilute for children. Infants, 1 to 2 drops of essential oil to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. Okay, for one, infants don't need essential oils, like at all. And if you're gonna use them, they need to be in a very, very low dilution, like 0.05% or something. You could use something like hydrosols that are much more gentle. Oof, child. Be careful with them babies. They're only small. Ugh. Again with the bath, unwind by adding a few drops to Epsom salts for a relaxing nighttime bath. Salt, y'all, salt does not dilute essential oil. I have an ebook that I just wrote, and you can pick it up if you like, but it's got some different dilution ratios in there. I will link it below, but man, this stuff is awful. Place 2 to 3 drops in a gel capsule with carrier oil up to 3 times a day. Y'all, lemon, okay, first of all, don't put essential oil in a gel capsule and swallow it. You know what it's gonna do? That gel capsule is made to dissolve as it's going, down into your stomach and all. It could dissolve quicker than you think. It could dissolve and mess up your esophagus. It can mess up your intestines. It's really gonna mess up your stomach. Like, the thing with internal injuries like that is that you're not gonna feel it until you've got a serious issue. Don't be drinking essential oils unless you're working with a certified aromatherapist who is an expert in that sort of thing. Y'all, forgive me. If you knew me back in the day and I told you to do something stupid with oil, forgive me. 100 plus uses for the essential oils. Oh, girl. What even is this? Okay, so lavender. To stop a nosebleed, put a drop of lavender oil on a tissue and wrap it around a small chip of ice. Push the tissue-covered ice chip up under the middle of the top lip to the base of the nose and hold as long as comfortable or until the bleeding stops. What? Okay. Okay, how about this frankincense? For breast health, rub 2 to 3 drops on breasts and lower abdomen every day. Why? Also, it's undiluted. Like, you're gonna give yourself burns or you're gonna end up with sensitized skin? What in the world? Oh, gosh. Okay, peppermint for indigestion, flatulence, or diarrhea. Rub 4 to 6 drops, first of all, that's a lot, in the palm of your hand so it's not even diluted. And this is a hot oil, it's gonna give you burns, y'all. Let me start over. So rub 4 to 6 drops of peppermint oil in the palm of your hand and rub all over stomach and around the navel to relieve indigestion, flatulence, and diarrhea. You're going to end up, maybe not with flatulence, but you have some burns and stuff, y'all. Who told them this and why? 4 to 6 drops? For goodness sake. Not diluted? Come on. Y'all, this is making me mad. I gotta put this down. I can't. Now that you understand why aromatherapy certification is so important, I wanted to share where I've done my schooling, and that is Aromahead Institute. It's one of only 3 AIA recognized advanced practitioner level 3, which is the top level, schools in the US. If you want a taste of what Aromahead Institute is like, I'm so excited that they're dropping a 3-part educational video series online, and the first one drops Monday, this upcoming Monday, October the 7th. The second video of the series will drop on Thursday, October 10th, and then the last video of the 3-part series is going to drop on Monday, October the 14th. And there's actually going to be 2 bonus live webinars where there'll be some live training and you can ask questions live with some of the instructors. Check this out. This is an amazing opportunity, so please don't miss this. If you're using essential oils, you should be interested, especially if you're making stuff for other people, okay? Again, if you use essential oils, please join me watching these free educational videos from Aromahead Institute, because trust me, your mind will be blown. You're gonna be so much better at blending. You'll be so much safer. Don't miss this. I'll keep an active link underneath this video is a pinned comment. So if you can join on the 7th and the 10th and the 14th and then the lives, I'll have the link pinned to the comment on this video, right below this video. So click it, join, learn, tell your friends, okay? You don't want to miss this. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or concerns or anything. And remember, the link to join in each day to the free educational video series is going to be in a pinned comment below this video. Thanks so much, guys. Keep living an unpoisoned life, and I'll see you next time.